Does she have anything to eat or drink before she goes to work? So this is 2 a.m. Can she eat or drink before she goes to work? What do you think? Or not what do you think, but what did she say? Nothing. She drinks coffee. No, she said that she does not eat or drink anything before she goes to work. She does not eat or drink anything before she goes to work. So before she leaves for work, she has nothing. So how does she get to work? How does she get to work? How does she get there? Okay, she walks to work. Hey, yes, she walks to work. She walks, exactly. What time does she start and finish work? What time does she start and finish work? Start and finish. 3 a.m. is when she starts, yes. So that's where we got 3 a.m. from. 3 a.m. she starts. Okay. We're getting 8. Okay, it was not. Oh, yes, it was. Okay, it was like, wait a minute. Okay. So this one is a little, yes, rainy is correct. Okay, this one was a little bit confusing. So she works from 3 a.m. and finishes at 3 p.m. So she bakes the cakes and bread between 3 and 8:30 a.m. She usually finishes work about 3 in the afternoon. So she's often at work for 12 hours. Okay, that's a little bit confusing there. Okay, so what time? That would be a brutal day if she worked to 8 p.m. I'm waiting for this next one to come up. Come on, copy over. Okay, what time does she usually go to bed? What time does she usually go to bed? Yes, that was 8:30. 8:30 p.m. 8:30 p.m. is when she usually goes to bed. Okay, last question. Would she like to change her working hours? Would she like to change her working hours? Did you catch that? Yes. Yes, she would. So she could sleep more. She would like to sleep more. Yes, all right, good. Excellent. Well, we have another one. And this time, and it's still on my moments page, I'm going to bring you up here to answer these questions. So make sure you're really paying attention, because if you come on the stage, if your hand is raised, I'm going to expect you to answer these questions accurately. So this is important that you pay attention. Okay, so we are going to hear about Peter. We're going to hear about Peter's day. So this is another person. Let me actually tell you what he does this time. He is the host of the breakfast show on Eagle Radio. Is that a real show? Probably, because this is an Oxford University Press book. So Peter Gordon is the host of the breakfast show on Eagle Radio. So let's hear about his day. So Coco, whenever you are ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay.
The Peter Gordon breakfast show starts at exactly 6 o'clock So I need to be at work at 5:30 a.m. on weekday mornings. I'm lucky because I live very close to the studio. It's only 3 to 4 minutes by car, so I get up at about 4:45. I wake up on time because I have an alarm that repeats, and I wear a Fitbit that vibrates as well. When that goes off, I know that I really have to get up. For the first few minutes, I feel a little sleepy, but then I wake up quickly. I choose my clothes the night before, and that way everything's ready. I have a cup of tea, and then I leave the house at about 5:15 o'clock. I have breakfast during the radio show while I'm playing music, maybe a smoothie and some cereal. I'm a director of the radio station, so after my show, I usually work in the office till late afternoon. It's a long working day. I go to bed late, usually at about 11 o'clock. I find it very difficult to go to bed early. It's always been a problem for me, so I only get about 5 or 6 hours of sleep, but that's enough for me because I get up early. I try not to go out with friends during the week. I only go to necessary events like work events. Weekends are different. I know I get up really early, but I don't want to change my hours because I really love my breakfast show and I never want to give it up.
All right. Thank you so much, Coco. Excellent. Great job.
Thank you more.
All right. So again, like I said, I hope you guys were paying attention because I have some questions for you. Okay, so let's bring a few people up and let's see if you can answer these questions about Peter Gordon. Thank you, Hema. All right, well, we have Ava, Fawaz, and Rainey. How are you guys?
Hi, TESHAUNA. Hi, Coco. Hi, everyone. I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
Thank you.
Good. Hi, Fawaz. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. What about you?
Doing good. Thank you. And Rainey, how are you?
I'm fine, thank you, TESHAUNA. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you. Thank you so much. And we have Dre here. Hello, Dre. Okay. Well, good to have all of you guys. I have a question for you about what we just read about Peter Gordon. I'll ask a couple of questions. So let's see. Thank you. Thank you guys for the gifts. Okay. Well, what time does Peter get up?
5:30.
Yeah. Okay, good. I like doing that when I can, but then I have to make sure that I'm up to do my job. But yeah, if I didn't have to work, I would do that if I could. Definitely.
Yeah.
Every so often, I do have tasks that I have to complete or appointments I have to be there for on the weekend, but it's like a little bit later in the morning, and I will test and try to trust myself to just wake up naturally, and sometimes it works, but every so often I'm like, nah, I'm not going to be up. I need to set an alarm.
Yeah, because maybe something very important you're going to do in the morning and you're worried about, that's maybe the reason.
Yeah, if I'm worried enough, I'll still wake up naturally, but in a panic.
Yeah. Thank you, TESHAUNA, for having me. It was so nice.
Thank you for coming on the stage. I'll see you next time.
Bye.
All right, bye.
See you.
See you. All right. Well, Coco, I know that you were just going to read those two. Yeah, so you don't have to stay on the stage. So that's completely up to you. You can take yourself off or do whatever you need to do. All right. Oh, Brandy. Hello, Brandy. Okay, so we have a few more questions still about this reading. So if you guys are, if you have your hand up, I'm still going to ask a few questions about the reading, the story or the experience about Peter Gordon that we just read. So just remember, that's what we're talking about. And you can look on my moments page if you need a refresher. Oh, sorry, Hema. You can bring a few more people on the stage. So I have another few questions about that. So we'll have a few more people come up. We have Mike, Joyce, and Assam. Hello, how are you guys?
Hello, TESHAUNA.
How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
Doing good. Good to have you. And hello, Mike.
Fine. Thank you.
Hi, how are you doing, TESHAUNA?
Doing good. How are you?
All is good, thanks for asking. And thanks for having me as well.
Good, of course. And Joyce, how are you?
Hi, Shona. How are you?
Doing great. Thank you.
Nice to
Yes,
hear
and thank you, Ellie, for the gift. Yes, thank you, Joyce. All right, so we were just, again, talking about Peter and his day. So I have another question for you guys. Let's see. Okay, so from what we read, does he have anything to eat or drink before he goes to work? So talking about his day, does Peter have anything to eat or
He
drink?
has a cup of tea. Yes, he has a cup of tea.
Cup of tea, okay. Do you guys agree with that?
Personally, I wasn't here. I haven't seen the passage while it was being
So
read. Right.
you weren't even listening to me. Is that what you're telling me? No, I'm just joking. But yes, and like I said, everybody, remember, if you're raising your hand, we're answering questions about the passage we read. So that's what we're going to be answering. So you can look on my moments page. We just read these passages on my moments page, and that's what we're going to be answering questions about. So cup of tea, that is correct. That is correct. He has a cup of tea before going to work. Okay, so next question. How does he get to work? How does he get to work? Joyce, Assam, Mike,
Yes.
if you skimmed it, how does he get to work?
We wake up quickly.
Yeah, okay.
And the person his clothes the night before.
Uh-huh.
And that way everything is ready.
All right.
I think by car is incorrect. I've just seen he walks to work.
Yeah, okay. So that's the first reading. That's another person, Ella. So look at the second one. Look at the second one. Joyce? No?
He go to his work by car.
By car. Yes, he goes to work by car. Yes. So he gets to work by car. So when we're talking about how we get to work, that is our transportation. Sorry, that's my dog barking in the background. I don't know what he's barking at. But yes, he gets to work by car. He drives to work. All right. And then let's see. The next one. One more question. What time does he start and finish work? What time does he start and finish work?
Hello.
Yes.
He leaves the house 5:15.
Uh-huh.
He starts work at 5:30 a.m.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
And
Yep.
he finished at 11 p.m.
So he goes to bed at 11 p.m. I just gave that answer away. But what time does he finish? Anyone catch that?
Quarter.
Until afternoon. He worked until afternoon.
Until the afternoon, yes. He works until the late afternoon. You can find that at the end of the second paragraph. So he doesn't give a specific time. He says he works until the late afternoon. So he starts work at 5:30. 5:30 a.m. Yeah. A quarter of an hour is 15. So he starts work at 5:30 a.m. Yeah, he gets up at 4:45. How do people say a quarter to the hour? A quarter? I can't even think. But 5:30 a.m. Yes. I don't count time like that. All right, good. Thank you guys. Great job. We got it. Do either of you have a question or a comment?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The first paragraph reads, I wear a Fitbit that vibrates as well. What does Fitbit mean?
So when you see words like that, then it is a proper name when it's capitalized. So a Fitbit is it's like a smartwatch, this skinnier one, like a bracelet, and it measures your physical activity. So your steps, your heart rate, things like that. That's what a Fitbit is.
Thanks for elaborating.
Yeah, no problem. Assam, Joyce, did either of you have a question?
Thank you.
No, thank you, Gina.
No problem. Thank you guys for coming on the stage, and I'll see you next time.
See you. Bye.
All right, bye. All right. So I just had a couple more questions about this topic. So I'll just ask all of you now because I don't have 3, so I'm just going to make it even. For the last 2 questions, what time did Peter usually go to bed? What time does he usually go to bed? Did you guys see that? I kind of gave that answer away too, so I'll just go ahead and ask everybody. 11. Yes, it was 11 p.m. is the time he usually went to bed. And did you catch, would he like to change his working hours? Did he say he wanted to change his working hours? Did you catch that part? No, he doesn't want to change his working hours. Yeah, he's good. He's completely good with it. He looks like he's good with it. I don't know why. Well, actually, you guys don't see the picture. You don't see the picture, but if you can see the picture of Peter Gordon, he looks happy. He looks like the type of person who likes to live like that. I don't want to be up that early in the morning, but as I mentioned before, this is coming from American English file. You see how short my memory is? But if you just look at the reading, if we read about him, you could tell he loves what he does. All right, good. Thank you guys so much. Now, we've been talking about all of these phrasal verbs, and we've been using a lot of these phrasal verbs, but getting to the meat of what we've been talking about and using them naturally. Now we want to talk about the grammar. So, Kyra, can you move out of my way, please? Can you get off my arm? Okay, I'm talking to my dog. If you guys are like, who in the world is she talking to? We want to look at how we can separate phrasal verbs, ones that can be separated. So we have some rules on how some can be separated. So let me actually write this in here now. Excuse me, Kyra. Okay. So we have some rules about separable phrasal verbs. Let me write this here. Rules about separable phrasal verbs. Okay, so some of them can be separated. And some of them can't. I mean, some of them just are kind of like set phrases and verbs. So where did I put this? Where did I put this? So I want to be able to copy this over for you guys. Okay. I don't think I copied this over for you. Oh, I think I did. Okay. Okay, here we are. Okay, let me find it so I can put this. Let me see if I can fit it in the voice room. Okay, let's see how much this can fit, because you know that we have limits. We have character limits in here. Okay, if, let's see. Oh, it fits, okay. There we go. Okay, so if the object of the phrasal verb, let me make this bigger so I can read it. If the object of the phrasal verb is a noun, you can put it after the verb, plus, up, on, etc., or between the verb, up, on, etc. Okay, it does fit. Okay, good. Yay. Okay, let's go with the next one, and then we're going to look at some examples. Okay, I want to make sure all of this can fit. These rules can fit, so you can have them on the side with you while we talk about the examples. Okay, here is the other rule. So keep this with you. Keep that first rule. So if the object of the phrasal verb is a noun, you can put it after the verb, plus, up, on, etc., or between the verb, up, on, etc. We're going to look at some examples. If the object of, okay, let me make sure this one fits too. Okay, let's put, yep, that one fits as well. Okay, here's the second rule. Okay, here we go. If the object of the phrasal verb is a pronoun, you must put it between the verb, plus, up, on, etc., those prepositions. Okay, good. So what does that all mean? Okay, so what time do you usually get up? So we have the phrasal verb plus the participle, or the particle, the preposition or adverb, get up, go out, turn on, look for. So some phrasal verbs don't have an object. Hope everyone's following. But some phrasal verbs don't have an object. For example, get up or go out. So we just leave it the same. We've been talking about, thank you. Thank you so much, I am. So just get up, go out. What time do you get up? We just leave it like that. I don't usually go out during the week. Just that. That's just it. I don't usually go out. I go out at 7 o'clock. We've been talking about all of those. Some phrasal verbs have an object that are separable. So with these phrasal verbs, we can put the particle on, off, etc. before or after the object. So put on your coat, or put your coat on, or put it on, or like we talked about before, or we didn't talk about turn off. So turn off the TV, or turn off the alarm clock. Let me give you some examples of that. Turn off the alarm clock. Turn the alarm clock off. Yes, turn it off. Exactly. Turn it off. Turn it off. Yes, exactly. So you can do both of those. So when the object is a pronoun that we just talked about, me, it, him, etc., so now it's making sense with the examples. Exactly. I wanted to just throw the rules out there and then give the examples. So when the object is a pronoun, me, it, him, etc., pronoun, us people, it always goes between the verb and the particle. So here's your coat, put it on, not put on it. So the coat, it, put it on. So some phrasal verbs have an object that are inseparable. So look for. So with these phrasal verbs, they're just not separated. I'm looking for my glasses, not I'm looking my glasses for. So we do have to practice a lot of these, practice them in context. Make sure that you read a lot. With a lot of phrasal verbs, you do have to read and, of course, listen. We do a lot of listening. But I'm looking for my glasses. Have you found your glasses? No, I'm still looking for them. We don't separate that. So, but yes, just going over those examples again for the ones that are separated, and we're going to do some more examples. Thank you, Ayam. That's so cute. Thank you so much. Put on your coat. Put your coat on. Put it on. Turn off the TV. Turn the TV off. Turn it off. So that's how we would organize those phrasal verbs. And I have some questions for you guys that will use those phrasal verbs as well. Now, I do have something that we can listen to in context. Let me see, where did I put it? I don't think I put it on here. Let me go back to it. So remember, like, I forget everybody's names that they use in these books because I go through so many of them. What was his name again? Was it Peter? I forgot that fast. We're going to listen to this is a different person anyway. I'm going to read a radio show by Tim Powell. And we're going to see, I want you guys to figure out what his times, listen to the first part and see what does Tim Powell do at these times and for these periods of times. So let's see. So tell me, let's see, listen to the radio show. And we have some different time periods. And I want you to tell me, what does Tim Powell do? What does Tim Powell do at various times? So I'll probably bring you guys up on the stage to tell me about this as well. Tell me what you heard. This is why I load stuff up beforehand, because now it's loading again. Okay, let's see. Let me bring this back up. I don't want to play it. I want to read it. I don't want to play the audio. Okay, so if you have your hand up, make sure you're paying attention to this reading because I'm going to ask you some questions about this. Okay, listen closely. Listen closely. All right. Tim Powell isn't a morning person, which is surprising because on weekdays he gets up very early. While most of us are still asleep, Powell wakes up at 5:45, exercises for 30 minutes at his home gym, and has a big breakfast. Then he gets ready for work and drives to the office. When he gets to the building where he works, he goes for a walk around a local park. And then he goes inside to start work at 9. And on Thursdays, he gets up even earlier at 5:20 a.m. to study German. Powell is a lawyer. He works 70 hours a week, and he says that getting up early helps him to do more during the day. He isn't the only one. Many busy, successful people get up very early. All right, so I hope that you heard all of that, because I have some questions for you based on what you just heard. So let's have a few people come up on the stage. Thank you, Carolina. Let's have a few people come up on the stage. And you have help. You have help all in this voice room, so don't be scared. Hello, MTK, Aishanur. And number 4, tell me your name. Hello, MTK.
Hello, man. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing great. How's your project going?
It's going well. Yes, I'm learning so much. putting up walls, all of that stuff. I've been learning everything. Hello, Aishanur. How are you?
I am a little sick with a cold today.
I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you get better.
Yes, I take a medicine today. I feel better.
Yeah.
Now.
I hope so too. Yeah, please get better. All right, and I thank you, Sean. Friday, is it Friday? Are you there? See, number 4, Friday. Are you able to unmute? There's a microphone button at the bottom of the screen if you are available. Sunday? Okay. Sunday? Are you able to unmute? I can't do my sound effects anymore. I feel like I wasted my money on this thing, but no? Okay, well, we will catch you another time. Let's bring up one other person. Okay, Mena. Yeah, it doesn't connect, MTK. I don't know why. Hello, Mena.
Hello, TESHAUNA.
How are you?
I'm good. Thank you. How are you?
Doing good. Good to have you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we just listened to the beginning of this radio show about Tim Powell. We had some information about Tim Powell. So we had different times that Tim Powell did things. So I want you guys to tell me, what does Tim Powell do at 5:45 a.m.? It's kind of hard, but what does Tim Powell do at 5:45 a.m.?
He wake up early.
You get up.
Yeah. See, I didn't even have to type. Minutes.
Cardio.
Cardio? I'm sorry, something just fell beside me. I got scared. Yes, he works out. Yes, he does exercise. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Works out at his home gym. Yes, good. Okay, one more. What does he do just before 9 a.m.? Just before 9 a.m.